What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Basically decided to go ahead and do an introduction video and a prelim, I guess you would call it, of my car ventures. So I started out with a supercharged, I guess you'll say, supercharged Camaro SS in my journey of wanting a Challenger or a Charger, but I didn't want payments. I literally wanted to pay cash for it, and I couldn't get one in my price range for what I wanted. Kept that maybe a year, and then I switched to a, finally found, I was really in a debate. I've always wanted a Hellcat. The question was, I wanted a Charger. So when I got into my mode of finding me a Charger, I couldn't find one in the range that I wanted. And I had the option between a Challenger and a Challenger Hellcat and the Charger that I ended up getting, which ended up being a Daytona 392. However, it was on the showroom floor and it had a Pro Charge on it. So I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. So I got it, and don't get me wrong, it was an awesome car. It was fun. The Daytona was extremely aggressive. I went and had it dynoed and tuned a little bit more. So it was pushing roughly around 600 to the wheel, maybe a little bit more, give or take. And it turned out to be a pretty good dang car, man. I enjoyed it. However, it still didn't satisfy my craving for wanting that Hellcat. So I kept it for a while, and then I got an awesome deal on a 2018 V5 Blue Challenger. So being I had never driven a Challenger before, I decided to give it a shot, test drove it, and I was sold. Ended up getting the Challenger. Didn't do any work to it. I added a few graphics to it, things of that nature. I did change the cold air intake in it, which was amazing and fun. The difference between the 392 and the regular Hellcat. So I definitely can see a major difference in my top end. The Hellcat outperformed on the top end side of things, but on the low end side of things, the gearing in the 392 just made for a more aggressive ride, in which I was kind of hooked to. The Challenger was amazing. I loved the interior. I loved the comfortability of it when it came to taking trips. Loved the Harman Kardon sound system. I can tell you right now, by far, that is the best system that Dodge is putting in any vehicle. In comparison to the beats that I had in the Daytona, and compared to the Alpine that I currently have. So I had the Daytona and the Challenger at the same time, so I was able to do some major, hand-to-hand comparisons, and I drove each car for, I guess you could say, different enjoyments, which was pretty cool. So kept those for a while, man, and in the dealership that I currently deal with, Jacksonville, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, phenomenal people. If you go holler at Alan or holler at Dave, let them know that Dutch or Hellstorm sent you, and those guys will really hook you up and look out for you. So Alan give me a call one day, say, Dutch, I got an awesome deal for you, man. Come get this Redeye. And initially I was like, I'm not trying to get no freaking Redeye, even though I was infatuated now, don't get me wrong. The Redeye and the Demon was the it, So curiosity won over, man. I went over there and they let me test drive it. And that's all it really took. The Redeye gives me both cars. It's a stupid aggressive ride, and the difference between eco mode and track mode or sports mode is I give you night and day. The gearing is phenomenal. The only thing I will say I missed out on, once again, is the sound system. So the Redeye comes with the Alpine sound system, which doesn't compare to the Harman Kardon. However, as far as the car itself, the comfortability itself, this and the Challenger Hellcat is definitely the same. Now, where the big difference does come in at is the ride. The wide body is definitely more than just fender flares, which a lot of people assume. Hell, I assumed it at first. You know, initially I loved the wide body look. It was more aggressive and beefier. So initially I was like, you know, hey, I'll change the, I'll just add flares to my Hellcat, and there you have it. However, actually driving a wide body, the handling is completely different. The ride is completely different. So you can definitely tell that it's more than just fender flares. You know, it could just be the wider tires. I don't know, but you add the suspension, the wider tires all the way around. It definitely gives you, you know, what you're really looking for as comfortable and as handling. A lot of people holler, you know, Dodge is a boat. Oh, Dodge is too big. Dodge can't handle curves. You know, all they can do is go straight. Well, this ride the curves pretty goddamn good, I have to say. You know, I have no complaints about it whatsoever, man. I honestly think that, you know, for once in a very long time, I'm completely satisfied in what I have. Not to mention that between owning the two cars, the Hellcat and the Daytona, hell, I even saved more money in making one payment, which that'll be a later video. Making one payment in comparison to the two. I saved money there, as well as I saved a pretty good bit of money on insurance on two sports cars in comparison to one. So for me, it was an ultimate win-win. You know, I saved money, you know, monthly and on the back end, as well as I saved money on the insurance. So it was definitely, you know, not a bad deal. And I was able to walk away with a Hellcat Redeye. And they gave me a stupid deal on it, you know. So all in all, man, going from a 392 to a Redeye, it's all about the driver. You know, yes, you get way more horsepower. Yes, you get better handling, you know, et cetera, but a lot of people feel like, oh, that's too much, or I can't make that move, or I'm not ready for that much horsepower. And the irony of it is that I bought the car used with 4,000 miles on it, but allegedly the guy that owned it before me, he wasn't comfortable with, I guess, the power of it. You know, hey, I guess to each his own. But I pretty much daily my car. I mean, I drive it on a consistent basis. Now the gas, you know, I guess that's where the difference comes in at. Right now I may average around town about 14 miles to a gallon. You know, however, this is definitely my choice of travel when I decide to go out of town. You know, I'm averaging, you know, maybe 21, sometimes 22 miles a gallon, which for me is pretty good. You know, I have no complaints about it, you know, but it's all about the driver and how you drive, and, you know, if you can comfortably make that move, you know, I definitely suggest going for what you want and not settling for something you know, at the end of the day, that was, I guess, my biggest problem, because I knew what I wanted. I knew the feel that I wanted, you know, but I settled for, you know, don't get me wrong, a phenomenal vehicle when I got the Pro Charge Daytona. Hell, even when I got the Hellcat, you know, I could have waited a little while and got the wide body, but somebody get some of the sun out your way. I could have waited a little while and got the wide body, which would only took a few more months. But I chose not to wait. You know, I'm kind of a do it now person if I can. But I have to say, I've been blessed with some amazing vehicles. From the Daytona, hell, even the Camaro was a nice ride. It just wasn't suitable for me. But from that to the Daytona to the Hellcat, the Redeye, a few motorcycles, Jeep, Denali 3500. That's pretty dang outstanding vehicles, man. I have to say, you know, I've been truly blessed in life, especially when it comes to my ability and, you know, being able to have the vehicles that, you know, I truly actually wanted. And me personally, I have a lust for cars, man. The whole process of stalking, researching, selecting, buying, etc. It's truly exhilarating for me. So that's kind of where I get some of my fun at, you know. And I've done pretty good on that part. But even having that true love for cars, I finally got to a point where I think I'm, for the most part, kind of comfortable in what I have. There's only one other vehicle out there that I kind of find interesting, and I'll take you guys on a journey to, you know, kind of do some research on that and do test drives and see if it's interest enough to actually own one. And it would definitely just be for style or and fun, because I don't see it comparing in power, you know, to what I have now. So this is my introduction, man. Got a lot of videos coming up, a lot of posts coming up, and I'm gonna let you guys check out a few photos and videos of previous up until now vehicles.